Friends, hello, glad you are here. I am excited. Tomorrow is the day. It is the day. It's the debate. 90 minutes of pure entertainment from Donald and JoJo here, and we're gonna see who will be the victor. It is so big right now that there are literally sites right now where you can go and bet on different things right now with how many times. I saw one where like you could bet how many times Biden's gonna bring up the bad economy that he inherited from Trump. There's things on how many times Trump says that. It's crazy. This is great because the whole world's gonna be watching, and tomorrow will no doubt solidify. Really, I think tomorrow will be this is going to get political, but here we go. It's just going to be a moment where we see where the country kind of steers going into Friday with whoever is the big victor in this. And I have to be honest, I don't see Biden coming out of this where it was like really good for him. But obviously, the party that's hosting it will do everything they can to make him look good. So either way, it's just going to be good to hear from both candidates and see where they're at and what's going on and have them talk to one another. So that will be very interesting. So obviously not talking about politics here, talking about Trump media, which you have to talk about politics when you talk about it. But I swear, people leave me comments and they're like, are you working for Trump media here? What's going on? Why are you getting this call? Why are you calling this so well? Listen, I don't think you have to be a rocket scientist guy to figure out what's going on here. This isn't like this isn't really hard to see what's going on here. That's following a pattern. It's doing exactly what I said. Back here in April when the stock fell to 26, I was saying the same thing, and it did what I said it was going to do. I said it's going to rebound, probably to 50. That's exactly what we're watching right now. But this time around, I think we're going to rebound a little higher than $50. So I still stand where the past few days here, the conversation that I've been having is that, I believe that we may see $60 to $70 within the next 2 days with this stock right now. And closing out the day, the stock just jumped. It was hanging around this $35 mark here today. And then all of a sudden, it just jumped. It just jumped up to 38, and now it's closing out the day right 39 and some change. It's trying to touch 40. So tomorrow, debate day. I have a few scenarios of what I think is going to happen here. I've already talked about those, so I don't want to go into them too much. But I don't really particularly think tomorrow is going to be like the big day. I think we're going to see big numbers tomorrow. I think obviously we'll be in the 40s tomorrow. I think that's obviously going to happen. But I don't know that we're going to see like 60s, 70s. Where I think we could possibly see some numbers like that are on Friday after the debate. Now, obviously, for that to happen, Trump's got to knock it out of the park. He's got to do good. If Trump comes out of this debate as the clear-cut winner, he answered questions that needed answered. He said things that made people happy, and he flipped some people. He really got people thinking. Now, is he going to do that? I don't know. But Trump, he says crude and rude things that a lot of people like and a lot of people don't like, and he just gives his opinion, and a lot of people are okay with that. They're not okay with that. Biden is just kind of repeating a lot of the same things over at this point. He doesn't really have too many wild cards up his sleeve at this point. He's kind of used everything up. Trump still has a lot to play here. So with that, it's kind of hard to envision that Biden is going to come out looking good here Friday morning. It's just, I don't know. So saying that, with Trump potentially could be, and the bets are in that he will be the victor with this debate. It's looking that way, and obviously it hasn't happened yet. But you had these people, betting that Trump will win. But obviously this will flow, this will bust into Trump media here with the stock. There's no doubt about it that if Trump does well, Trump media stock here, it will explode. Now, will explode into $50, $60, $70. I think a mid $45 to $50 is probably guaranteed. Maybe even tomorrow. We could see that here on Thursday. The fact that we had such massive buy-in at the end of the day here, it's showing that that there was a wait in the day. You know, it took until, when did that come in? That came in around like 2:30 when that massive buy-in came in. We saw a massive buy-in, then a little bit of a sell-off, people taking profit, someone big taking profit, and then another buyback in right towards the end of the day here, right before market close, before 4 o'clock. It's showing that potentially there's bigger money here that knows something's going to happen tomorrow, and they're trying to lock in a price right now. Even at $39, that's telling us, hey, this could be cheap for what's going to happen in the next 2 days here. And I think that's kind of what we're getting to here. So like I said, I think being an investor, playing stocks, things like this, you have to do detective work in these stocks and these companies, what's going on, and that in doing this kind of stuff, kind of see what's happening here. We are definitely walking our way into some big money that's coming here. So I know a lot of people have already made a lot of money trading this back and forth, and this has been the conversation here since the beginning of the year, since January, February, talking about the stock. Even we were buying it at $12 and $15. And a lot of people in here that still comment, I know a lot of you are still holding this around like $10, $15, even $20, which is crazy. I'm really excited what's going to happen tomorrow. Not only, you know, it's a few different things. I'm excited just as a citizen here that lives in the United States to see what's going to happen tomorrow, because I do think it's going to be a big shift into where we're going. You know, it could be a turning point right now, even more so for Trump. And Biden, however you cut it, I'm not, you know, this is going to sound biased, but obviously Trump is leading in a lot of the states right now to where he is taking a lot of the points, a lot of the states, and all that jazz that comes with that, and Biden is struggling right now. That is, even CNN is reporting that. So it will be very interesting to see how this affects the rest of Biden's race going into Friday and the next week. I still think there's a lot of play in this stock leading up till November. This is where I kind of, you know, meet people that get, you know, mad with what I'm about to say here. You have to understand the survival of Trump media here 100% depends on Trump winning this race. He has to become the next president of the United States for Trump media to survive here. It's just how it is. Now, Trump doesn't win. Let's say that scenario. Trump doesn't win. We go into next year. Biden, you know, takes another 4 years at office. Trump media will still do well. It will still be out there. But I don't know how well it will do, because just like anything else in history, you know, people will lose interest in Trump, and there will be new candidates, Republican candidates that come up. And it would probably take another company or something, or someone, a face, to step into the Trump media sector and really push that company. Because right now, the face of the company is Trump. It reacts to Trump. Anything Trump does big, it reacts. Good news, bad news, it reacts to Trump. And that's why the survival of this company really getting going and getting, you know, heels in the dirt here depend 100% on him being president once again. So I say that for the people that are long-term in this, because I do get comments where people are like, I'm holding this for the next 10 years. Not that I want to say that that's bad. I think that's a little too emotional right now. There's a lot of plays in this right now where you're missing grand opportunities. And you know, this, if Trump does not win this election, this thing's going to fall harder than you could imagine, and it will have decent numbers here going into next year with him not being president, but it will be nothing like what we are seeing right now, especially if you're buying in at this very high rate, especially what numbers we could possibly see here in October, November. So talking, you know, just what we're seeing today is that the market really didn't get going here until later in the day. We just did not see a lot of push in the market. But like I said, around 12 o'clock noon, we start to see Trump media here really take off, then that sell-off, and then big money came right back in and bought back in. It's still moving a little bit even after hours here, trying to hit this 39.30, but I don't know if it's going to reach it. So friends, what more can I say? I don't want to repeat myself too much. I wish everyone the best of luck tomorrow. I think a lot of you will be selling, buying, selling, buying. Good luck on that. tomorrow is the debate. Obviously, I'm going to continue to talk about this all week just because it's, you know, I think it's the hottest, funnest thing to talk about right now. So I wish everyone the best of luck making money on this. I think there's a lot more that's going to happen here. I am fingers crossed for 60, 70. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it goes to even more. Who knows? You know, potentially Trump could really knock it out of the park here with this debate, and it could do really well. Who knows? Trump could say something to really make people mad. I don't really think that's possible right now because people are just dying for something else, the majority. But you know, either way, we're gonna see something happen here. Friends, I will talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.